What's going on YouTube? My name is Speed, you can call me JT, and in today's video we are with
Ethan W.
And what did you do today?
I top with the best deck in the game, Mathmech.
The best deck.
Never lost.
What do you think
Never
of the deck
lost.
this format, bro?
You should have played Nib. If you lose, you should have played Nib.
Alright, bro. Alright, you want to get in the deck profile real quick?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Alright, basic Mathmech names. We're playing 3 circular, the new one. This card is so fucking broken. It's not even funny. Then you're gonna play 3 of all of the other names. Addition, subtraction. And then 2 of the Sigma, because it's the only one that really has a restriction to summon itself, because you can't control anything in the EMZ. So really, the only time you're going to want to be resolving this card, like optimally, is when you send it off of the circular for cost. So that's pretty much standard. I think every single Mathmech list should play this. Maybe bump up the Sigma to 3 if you really want to have more names, but it's really not necessary. I'd only play the 2. All right, now just 3 Parallel Exceed. This is probably the best extender in the deck because this card in hand with any one of these names to go into a Link 1 is full combo, aside from having the diameter engrave. But regardless of that, it's still very, very good to be able to do that. Now for the hand traps, we only play a couple hand traps, not too many. So we're on a 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Carl, 2 Bell, and the 3 Droplet.
Yeah.
Droplet's pretty essential this format. Pretty much every deck wants to go first. They want to pull out this big blowout board. Wind is a card, Toad's a card. You really want to get around those. And then all these hand traps are pretty much just curated against meta. They all do something to the meta. If they're on this deck, which I haven't seen a lot of yet, Bell is huge because you just Bell the super factorial, and then that's a big interruption gone.
Yeah, it's literally like the same interaction with Revolt or something.
It's huge. Crow's huge in the meta. Tearlament, Splight, you Crow the Ronin Toad in. This deck, you Crow the Diameter. It's just, every deck has to play this, I feel. I wanted to play 1 just target negation in this deck. I think Imperm is the best one because you can use it from your hand on your turn. So if I don't draw into Droplet and they just have a window, I can just Imperm the window. So that's huge too. Ash, just standard. You need to play it.
Do you think how do you feel about like Dark Ruler over Droplet over Dark Ruler?
So what you got to realize in Mathmech is that this deck wants the OTK. I don't want to give my opponent another turn when I don't have to. If I'm Dark Rulering my opponent, I don't want to have to break their board and then give them another turn to play, especially when all the decks in the meta are so good at grinding. Splight with Ronin Toaded in Graveyard, Tier can just go full combo off of 1 card. It's just ridiculous. So I'd rather just play this and end the game right then and there. Because realistically, all you need to kill your opponent is just Circular, because that's a 1-card access card that can attack twice.
Yeah.
So I really don't think I'd drop Droplet for Dark Ruler no more.
True.
All right, now just the basic spells. Called by, gotta play it. I don't know why this card's at 1. Honestly, it should probably be banned. The drawing this is the nuts.
Yeah.
3 Sign at Mining. You need to play this to be able to see your circular as often as possible. 2 Pot Desire, just extra draw power. Today, this card actually claiming clutch. I hard drew Crow off of Desires at least 3 times into decks that had like actual pertinent effects in the graveyard.
Yeah.
And then finally, I play the 1 Equation, and then for just basic traps, I play the 2 super factorial.
Yeah.
2 does come up. I don't think I'd want to play this at 1 because the 2 really does come up. Maybe if I'm going into a situation where I know I'm going second, I'll side the 1 out because I really do want to have the other one in case I can OTK. Because you get into situations where your opponent will have like 1 card in hand off the draw, and then 1 card on field, and then this can just end their turn completely. So yeah, 40 cards crisp. I really don't know what I'd change right now. Maybe add in the Mathmech multiplication and the Nabla. I just gotta have them first. All right,
4-0 without all the cards that he needs. How about that, bro?
It just shows you how crazy this deck is.
It's crazy.
All right, going into the extra deck, we play 15 cards in the extra deck.
I don't know so.
All right, the 2 Alan Bershin, the two Laplacian. Don't look at this one. This one's disgusting. This should be a secret. Link ones, we play the one Link Disciple, the one Link Devotee, and the Lingariba. These are all like essential for combo. You have to play these. The Lingariba is also very, very good into something like tier limit and maybe even branded, because if branded sets the branded trap, or if tier limit has the meta noise, you can just go normal one, go into the Lingariba. Now you have a negate for that, and then you can get into an exceed if you have it. So it's just a very nice card beyond the fact that it's used in the combo. Link 2s, we play Splash Mage, Essential, Cyber's Wicked, and IP, both essential for the combo. The last Link 2 is the Update Gemmer, essential for just OTKs. It's nuts. Most players, they see this, they'll scoop. It just spells doom. Link 3s, I played the one Heat Soul and the Transco Talker. Transco Talker, you need to play it for the Update Gem or Access Code OTK combo. The Heat Soul you play mainly for when you get hand trapped, because if you get nibbed on your 5th summon and you have an addition or subtraction in hand, you can just summon it, go that and the nib token into Splash Mage, and then you just go into Heat Soul, you draw 2 cards. So off that, you have Super Factorial, you have possibly 2 hand traps off of your Heat Soul draws. It's fucking disgusting. And then finally we have Apollosa and Access Code Talker for the Link 4s. You go into this off of the final combo with the IP and the Wicked, and then Access Code, obviously just using it to kill your opponent.
Do you ever miss the final Sigma at all?
The final Sigma, I have when I played against tier limit, but if you're playing optimally with all of your cards, you probably don't need it, because a bunch of times today I set up an Omni Negate with any of these 4 before I went into my actual Access Code combo. So if you set up one of these, the only card that really threatens you is the Kaleido Heart, because the Kaleido Heart just comes back and it'll kill this or return it to deck. So if you can just get the Omni Negate and then pop with this, you still win either way. So I feel like it's very good in situations where it works, especially if you just have Nabla and it's just the one normal summon because you avoid Nib. But I don't think it's essential, and I might prefer playing this list without the bricks. I'd have to test it out to make sure.
Yeah.
So side deck, we play the one Induction. This you play because of Sploit. So the Super Factorial gives you a removal for their first level 2. A lot of the times, unless they play the E-Tally, they can't play past removing 2 level 2s. So if you do that and then you have another extender in hand, they lose on the next turn, unless they have like some way to play around it. For going second, I play Evenly. This works very well against tier limit, works very well against branded. Pretty much just another good going second card. I play 2 Anti-Spell and 2 D-Bear. Now, these are just very good counters to pretty much any deck in the meta. This is very good against both Spite and Tier, because you call Xyz, they severely hinder what they can do on their turn going into you. Anti-Spell is very good against Tier, obviously. But another cool thing about this deck is that Alan Burschen has an effect where you can detach 4 materials and you can search one of these 2. I actually resolved it once today. I added this, I set it, and then he tried playing around it. I just left it set, and then on my turn, I flipped it, called Fusion, and he couldn't Super Poly, which he had set, so
That's funny.
very important.
Play around Super Poly.
You have Nib. You need to play this because there might be someone playing Mathmech.
Yeah.
Should have played it. Should have played Nib. And then finally, I have just standard back row hate. Never want to get caught with your pants down against Outlich, Strike, or anything that plays mine. So yeah, just the side deck worked perfectly today.
Is there anything you'd change?
Anything I would change? I'm not sure. Before, what I was playing was I was actually playing one-ofs. So I was playing like bigger, more blowout cards in the side deck. So I was playing the Mischief of the Gnomes that you could search to counter Spite, and I was also playing the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror that you can search to counter Tier Limit. I resolved that once, but these cards are just, they work better, and they're just like, they're less they're more generic, so they counter a wider range of things, but you don't specifically have to play them against those two decks. They work just as well as the other cards, but they're not as specific, so I'd rather just play these as multiples. Other than that, I really don't think that I'd change anything about the side deck at the moment. I think it works pretty well.
Nice. Well, thanks for sharing your deck with us today, man. Appreciate it. Any closing thoughts?
Play Nib.
Play Nib.
You need to main it.
Mathmech best deck of the format, man. This deck is really, really crazy. I think.
Now.
Yeah.
We got the winnings for today. The packs of Pope. Everyone else at the take home the Synchro Storm.
Bless them up, man. All right. Thank you again for sharing your deck profile. And thank everybody for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
That rhythm.